Alright folks, the deck is Dragon Control Priest. The goal of the deck is to use efficient minions in the early game to grab control of the board, and then maintain that control of the board with removal from things like Dragonfire Potion and Bookworm until we can close out the game with some big beefy dragons. If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You can catch me live at twitch.tv/Roffle.
Watch this!
This video is sponsored by Skillshare. If there's a skill you're looking to build, whether personally or professionally, there's a good chance you can find classes on the topic in Skillshare. Looking for ways to level up your career or start a new side hustle? Skillshare has classes in a wide variety of topics, including freelancing, entrepreneurship, marketing, social media, UI, UX, and productivity. Lately, I've been enjoying the Discover DaVinci Resolve for Video and Sound Editing Learning Path by Marcel Patillo, which has really improved my efficiency in editing, making it easier to bring you daily content here on this channel. In addition to the informative videos, courses come with a discussion section to get your questions answered, as well as projects and resources so you can follow along and learn by doing, with something tangible created at the end of a course. Skillshare is ad-free, so you can maintain your focus while learning new skills, and new classes are launched frequently, so there's always something new to learn. Now is the perfect time to invest in yourself. With a Skillshare membership, you can fully engage with your hobbies and passions for a full 12 months. The first 500 people to use my link in the video description will get access to one of Skillshare's best offers: 30 days free and 40% off your first year of a Skillshare membership. Thank you to Skillshare for sponsoring this video. Kinda tempting to full keep this. Maybe I don't need the Blackwing Corruptor. In my head that was a dragon to activate the operative, which it's not, so it doesn't make sense to keep.
Starting the operation.
Try and get a Jade Idol, I guess. I think Druid is close to overtaking Priest as the most groan-inducing class to play against. It is one of the worst classes by a very wide margin, to the point of almost being non-existent in this format. So I breathe a sigh of relief when I queue into Druid and Twist. Yeah, and standard and wild, obviously, but that's like context is important. Like just blanket hating an entire class is a silly thing to do. Is the entire point of that. Context matters very much.
Secret agent coming.
Could be good later. I do have another... Like, the problem is stealing a...
I love it when Roffle twists his normal stream and plays wild content. Love you, buddy.
I thank you, Justice Creator, for the bits. Honestly, finding idols is not a path to victory. I need to win with the board and cards from hand. The reason it's not a path to victory is the opponent is always going to be way ahead in Jades, so I can never catch up. And I will just get further and further behind, trying to make that type of play. That's why the Shadow Word Ruin is going to be so impactful, because it is a massive, massive tempo swing for me. Monkey!
Engaging TC-130 mental dislocator.
Golems are a girl's best friend.
That's a problem. Don't have an answer to this upcoming board state yet. Alright, suppose that's the downside of the opponent shuffling early. I don't know what's left in their hand. Maybe it's like Poison Seeds? I don't know how good that is as like a card though. Swipe. It's the second swipe. Naturalize. Mulch. Okay. That Druid removal is terrible.
The master gave me many. Are you mocking me? Your soul. Job's done.
It's crazy how Priest steals more cards rogue. Yeah, especially in this format, there like aren't a lot of Burgle rogue cards.
Spectacular. Let reading dragons lie.
Wow, that's a terrible, terrible top deck for them.
You wish to live forever. You think this is funny?
Maybe another Mulch, which we could overdraw here, but it's unlikely to matter. Isn't that their last idol?
I wield the power.
Alright. It's one way to catch back up in Jades.
I've got the beast in my sight.
I suppose that makes sense as a card to be holding.
You think this is funny? Death to the pretenders.
Alright. Yeah, finally picked up the Nourish.
I'm almost out of cards.
But then I can't idle. I guess I haven't played the second Shade Spirit yet. Alright, any lethalers?
Upon a time.
Wait, I had lethal with that. I already had lethal in hand. That's an upsie. I could have gone, I don't actually know if I needed to clear off a minion for hand space, but I could have gone Echo into, might have been able to drop the Sorcerer. No, that would have been not enough mana. I traded this off, so yeah, I probably missed lethal. It's not lethal if your opponent doesn't know. I mean, they know now because I just put it in the hand, right? Ooh! Just needed to make sure to get that last Jade Spirit. That's the real important part.
I concede.
It was their last idol, I believe. Although now, instead of a 3 or 4 deck format, it's a 2 deck format. Okay. Slow hand at least. Would be something. To the box. How do I keep getting duplicates off of that? This actually means that it is anyfin, so I need to discover an anyfin.
The end is coming!
Or set up the Chillmaw. 2 games in a row, though, that we've managed to save this for next turn. Discover or snipe the same card, and it's not a terribly useful card in this matchup.
The dragons come, and we are many. Starting the operation.
Okay. Got some decent board pressure going. But the opponent clears the board quite efficiently. I would like to find a Brann for the operative.
My brethren! My brethren!
But at the same time, the longer I wait to play the operative, the more likely it is they just draw the anyfin before I can discover it.
Reporting for duty.
We got it. Very nice. Whew, okay. That gives me a very good chance at winning.
Reporting for duty. Move outside.
Let's not overextend here into like a quality consec. And I don't want to lose the dragon in hand for either the Chillmaw or the Blackwing Corruptor. Anything is any Murlocs, so you can disrupt your opponent's Murloc pool, or you can take advantage of their Murloc pool. It's a very common like consideration in old both anything mirrors as well as just control matchups into, or this deck specifically, into anything. It's not a very good summon.
We dragons must sleep for a time.
Neither is that.
Reporting for duty. Let the pain speak to me. The power of chaos.
So there's been one bluegill, so we have 2 damage off this so far? Okay. Ooh, you did not want to do that, I would imagine.
Come, dragons! Join me!
Bring the pain.
Once upon a time.
Chaos!
Starting the operation. For Blackwing!
Might not even need the anything. It's 8 damage from the anything right now. You must have a clear.
Reporting for duty.
Crystals! Fresh from Kazakis.
Just need a little bit more damage to get there. Yeah, BGH is good into both of the 2 best decks in the format right now, so that's why it's so frequently included. Hey, welcome, Blob.
Reporting for duty. Job's done.
Suppose that's why you draw first. You might need to use a copy of anything as a clear here, which then opens it up for me to just get lethal off of one. So, GG. It's now 12 damage.
I can see the fire inside you. Your deeds
You're welcome, Cat.
Hello there.
I don't want to talk to you right now.
Upon a time.
Noggin Fogger.
Pain speak to me. Who knows what secrets will uncover?
It's a greedy Brann, but it's a horrendously bad matchup, so I have to take a lot of risks. This is just going horrendously for me as well. They're going to get so many cards off of this. There's nothing I can do about it. This game's probably already over.
Mind if I roll knee?
Just, like, it was over when I queued into Priest Mage, but then it's, like, super over. Well, Ice Block? No Ice Block.
Once upon a time. Plot twist.
Fly, my brethren.
Catandrian gifted a tier 1 sub to Wanderer the Lost. They have given 43 gift subs in the channel.
I appreciate that, Cathandrian. Thank you for the gifted sub and the continued generosity. Okay, that helps deal with a Doomsayer, I guess. Maybe they just never get an Ice Block. I mean, look at how many cards they have in hand, though. They're almost halfway through their deck. That seems not likely.
I'll show them. I'll show them all.
In fact, it appears to be guaranteed at this point.
Plot twist.
That's not quite guaranteed.
Are you mocking me?
The double Azure Drake is also meaningful with a Frostbolt in hand. I should have separated these a little bit more in case they're running Cone of Cold, though. Like an Ice Berry? I mean, it could be, but... Oh.
Speak to me.
No, it's not. Alright.
Just tell the Freeze Mage to let it go. Ha 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 got EM.
Good call. Thank you, Cathandrian. Alright. It is Ice Block. Now, I'm going to break a cardinal rule here in dealing with Ice Block to overdraw them an additional card.
This is funny.
Plot twist.
My hand is full. Secret agent coming.
At least make them think about
My
it.
hand is full.
Unlucky. They're dead.
I wield the power.
I don't know how we pulled that one out. Guess we just play both of these. Alright. 34 health. Disgusting. It seems kind of like a situation where we just double tempo Whelp so that we can trade and maintain, hopefully, a board advantage.
Buying or selling.
At least board parity. Guess we're back at the disco.
You are not the boss of me.
Starting the operation. Why do you call?
Yeah.
Secret agent coming.
Thank you, opponent, for running Hellfire.
You the boss of me.
So much card draw. Why did we buff that card again?
Once upon a time.
Move outside. Move outside.
Force them to make that trade. Or run the risk of getting hit. Value traded with the Netherspite or traded up. I'm fine with taking initiative back.
The dragons come. Are you mocking me?
Alright. They do have dark bargains, which is kind of concerning. Yeah, that card. Didn't discard anything super important, at least. Yeah. This is all still manageable. And they're at 13 health.
You wish to live forever.
Potentially sets up lethal next turn with a Fist of Draxus.
Summon me.
Just need to 360 no scope it, or I could do this.
Let the pain speak to me.
Dare summon me.
Bam! Get fisted, nerd. How's that feel?
Your soul.
Not sure what to expect from Druid. Probably Jade, maybe Cthulhu, but both of those decks are pretty bad right now. Aggro. Okay, that's probably the best case scenario, if it is aggro.
Are you mocking me?
Monkey.
Let the pain speak to me.
Can go double banana courier next turn. Take the monkey off the board. Or no.
Bring the pain.
Bonk.
Job's done.
Don't really have much for next turn, so that might be the Kabal Courier turn. I could also be drawing off of the Acolyte, which Dragonfire Potion would be nice. Depending on if this board gets set up.
Bring the pain. Crystals! Fresh from Kazakis.
Well, we found the Dragonfire Potion. Not in the way I expected, but... Oh no, we're gonna overdraw. This type of matchup is where it's going to matter the least.
Cons shall claim victory.
Honestly, isn't a great Dragonfire Potion, but probably the only play here. Actually, we could just bookworm it. Nah. This plays around like Savage Roar and a lot of other stuff. I don't think that there's much, if anything, that's good on their side into this.
The dragons come, and we are ready.
Sure.
I have returned.
Could get my own Malorn.
I can't win them all.
Alright. Paladin is often hand buff. I think we probably assume that's the case. I need to find a dragon for the Historian. And there it is. This is a good old-fashioned Dragon Priest curve. You hit the Netherspite, find a dragon for the Operative. Alright. Not sure if we're going to be able to sneak through a Brann, but we'll see what the board looks like going into that. Hey, welcome, Mogs. And if we have any other options. Let's do the fun one. Now people can't complain that it's not in the deck.
Accidents, they happen, you know.
Alright, Rush hasn't been invented yet, so surely this is safe.
Secrets will uncover.
Rush isn't real yet. Rush can't hurt you. Ooh, that can though.
Secret agent coming.
Hey, more dragons.
Your history.
Alright. Jeez.
I wield the power of
That's a lot of value. Probably looking for something rather defensive off of the Rooney here.
We dragons receive.
God, this card is so bad. It feels very bad to play as well.
Come with me. Into the
Maybe I should have taken the owl at this point. My god.
let reading dragons lie.
Need to find the Dragonfire Potion
Who knows what secrets will uncover?
quickly.
Come on, we're slaying an
And it's probably just over. Turns out passing turn 5, or I guess 6 in this case, is not a great idea.
Come, dragons, join me.
come with me. Into the future.
Okay, well, that order ended up being a bit of a mistake. Let's keep a 2-drop. Maybe the opponent DC'd, you weren't clearly winning and saying, yeah, it was very likely just a DC. It's just an unfortunate, because it was a fun game.
Who's up for an adventure?
What 40 card warrior would want a hero power change? Usually that's like a,
How are you?
confused
Be at peace.
Are you mocking
is how I am.
me?
Starting the operation.
Maybe it's Dragon Warrior?
You mocking me?
Playing Finley just for the lulz, I guess. I mean, but if they're like Control Warrior, you could see how that would actively work against some of their cards, right? Like a lot of situations, Warrior wants to have armor generation. Okay, so it's 40 card patron. So that makes like sense. The Dragonfire Potion is good into that. So are some of these cards that we already have.
For the war chief.
Desperate for drawing one soul tap. I mean, in the context of Patron, it makes sense. That said, I don't know that Patron necessarily wants 40 cards because it's a combo deck, but at least the Finley is kind of sorted out.
Accept your fate.
Once upon a time.
They might have combo pieces in hand if they went in on the Emperor there. Kind of want this to die because it's a bit of a liability with patrons. I'm fine with that use of a resource. It's potentially 2 fewer patrons.
Secret agent coming. Secret agent coming. Blood and plunder.
Tempo good.
Oh, you got me.
Nobody wants to finish the game against me. Thank you to legendary patrons Battlefly, Blage, Brian Quinn, Faye Cinderheart, Fizzle Jizzix, Free All the House Elves, Industrials Black, Justice Crater, Kali Alkali, Cathandrian, Lilu, Nate Drex, Onu Rubu, Shadow One TV, Sognisman, and Wampus the Lampus.